Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is going to be the fire sign reading for the weekend. So anyone with prominent Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements in their birth chart, this is the reading for you for the weekend of June 23rd, 2023. And I did do the fire sign weekend reading last night, and I even posted it on YouTube. And this morning I woke up to finish the readings and I noticed that there was a difference in the astrology. And so I had to take those down and redo them for the fire signs and the earth signs. So in a sense, if you saw the first video last night, that one's already been taken down and you will get a second video. So that's always a plus. As always, if you do gain anything from this reading, please like the video. And if you're interested in seeing more from the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you there. So we're going to cover the astrology real quick and then go into the cards and see what comes up for you. So today is Friday, the 23rd, and we start off with a Moon-Saturn opposition. So the Moon in Pisces is going to be opposed Saturn in Pisces. Sorry, the Moon in Virgo is going to be opposed Saturn in Pisces retrograde. And so this is going to bring some sort of conflict with it because it's an opposition. Okay, so these two planets or celestial beings are not on the same page. And so there will be a conflict when it comes to some sort of responsibility or obligation you have, conflict with authority as well. You may feel some sort of restriction or limitation from your environment or from others. And then just an overall sense of feeling bored and like uninterested. You want to just get out of the thing already and move on with your day or with the weekend, something like that. And then later on, the moon will move away from this opposition. And then it'll come into an aspect with Jupiter. So Moon in Virgo still, and this is a trine. So it's going to trine Jupiter in Taurus. And a trine does bring a level of harmony with it and positivity with it. So these two celestial planets or beings are in harmony at this point. And with Jupiter, there's a sense of action that comes through here. And so I think that at this point, we realize that we are making the situation worse than it has to be with that Moon-Saturn opposition that we started the day with. And so there's a change in our mind, a change in our emotions or feeling about the situation. And then it's just a matter of, okay, like I am making this harder than it has to be. I just need to do the thing and get it over with, right? And so when the moon trines Jupiter, there's always a sense of some sort of emotional growth or self-understanding. So I think at this moment of the day, we realize again that we are the ones making it harder than it has to be. And we don't have to resist this thing. And we just need to, have fun doing it as much as we can. Take the action, get it over with, and we will be out of this energy, right? So that's Friday. Saturday, there's not really much going on, except for the fact that we are preparing for the Mars square Uranus transit on Sunday. So this one is a little big, I believe, just because Mars and Uranus always brings some sort of explosive energy when they meet up together. So Mars is in Leo and it's squaring Uranus in Taurus. So both fixed signs. A square is not the best energy either. It brings a level of challenge in some way between these two planets, but for the sake of coming together and finding compromise, okay? So it's like I'm noticing why, like there's like you say, right? Like I notice why something is the way it is, so when you notice it, then you can do something to align it better. But this does bring an explosive type of energy. So there's a sense of holding something in. Maybe there's a little bit of confrontation or rage or something like that. And all of a sudden you just express it really assertively or aggressively, depending on, how big of a situation it is or how long you've been holding this thing within you. So you want to be careful with how you express this thing. It usually has to do, because Uranus is involved here, it usually has to do with like being constricted with like not being able to really do something that you really, really want to do. Because of society or because of family. Like there's a sense of it going against what other people want. And so there's like this rebellion to it, right? And so there's a need for a breakthrough and a shift of energy here, you know? And so it just depends on how you express it that will determine the result. Because if you're too brash, there may be some conflict. If you're expressing it in a form of action, then there may be some accidents as well. So you want to be careful with that. And otherwise, it's just a need to do what you want, no matter what someone says. So it's a very impersonal type of situation that, you know, it doesn't really, it shouldn't matter to others. But there, for some reason, there's your environment, the people in your environment will probably see it as like, whoa, like, why are you doing that or whatever? But at the end of the day, it's not their business, right? But at the same time, the tone that this is taking is more assertive and aggressive. So you just want to be careful with that. And I would just say to find ways to express it and, you know, that are more productive and maybe go into a more creative aspect with it. So you don't create conflict and, you know, just drama or hurt someone's feelings or something like that. Like it's a very defiant type of energy, you know. So depending on where Mars and Uranus are in your birth chart and how these energies show up in your life will determine how big of a deal this is or not. All right, so let's go into the cards and see what the universe is bringing toward the fire signs this weekend. What is the personal energy for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for the weekend of June 23rd, 2023, please? Two of Pentacles. All right, so you're juggling between two options here. Three of Cups. There's people involved. You may have plans that are conflicting to one another. You're weighing out options. You're trying to balance these two things. You're trying not to drop the ball on something. Maybe you're trying to, what is the word? You're trying to please several people and compromise with several people this weekend. And it does feel as though at some point you will drop that ball. Like it feels with this Mars square Uranus energy, like if you're trying to please several people and be there for several people, at some point it's like, I cannot do it all. You know, I need your help. I cannot do it all by myself. Like somebody is going to be disappointed, you know? And it's like, I don't want to do this. Like I want to do what I want. Right. And, so you may have to let some people down here. But I think, you know, you are still looking for the harmony. You're still looking for, you know, some sort of way to figure out how to, I want to say please, how to please these different people in your environment. Just be careful with that, because if you are the type that is a people pleaser, or you're always there for others and others go to you for favors and, you know, help with things, and you just sort of start to feel overwhelmed with it this weekend with that Mars square Uranus, you will speak your mind and you will tell certain people like, hey, like I need you to stop, right? Like I can't do this for you. You need to do it on your own. And it's okay to do that. It's just with this energy, your tone and the approach that you take may offend somebody or may hurt someone's feelings. In your environment, you have the World, so there's a need to break a cycle, some type of behavior that you have. a behavioral pattern that needs to stop. It's probably the people pleasing. And the 8 of Swords. I would say try not to overthink this. Try not to overthink whatever this is. If it has to do with another person, allow the other person to just be on their own journey, figure their own things out. It's not your responsibility. I think I was saying this to the air sign or the earth sign. Excuse me. There's a cycle of someone overthinking and going into their mind and feeling like putting yourself in situations that you can't get out of is what I'm feeling. And you have a pattern of doing that. Putting yourself in situations that you cannot get out of. We're only talking about a 3-day time frame here. So maybe you have promised several people, you've put yourself in situations this weekend, and you have a little bit of anxiety or feeling like you can't get out of something that you want to get out of. Yeah, I need to break free here. It's like I have these things to do and I have people to help and I've made plans, but at some point you realize to yourself, like, I don't want to do this. You know, like, this isn't what I want to do this weekend. I want to do my own thing. There's something else I want to do. So with that Mars square Uranus transit, it's like at some point you will do that. You're going to bring it up and you're going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something else. I want to do my own thing or whatever. But yeah, looking for opportunity to break free from this thing. And also understand that this is probably a behavior of yours that happens periodically where, you know, you put yourself in situations that you need to get out of, or you overpromise or something like that. And you cannot really deliver because it doesn't flow well with like who you are and what you want to do for yourself. Let's look at the rest of the weekend and get more details. This could be someone else feeling like that about you as well. Assign the roles as needed, if needed. All right. The King of Cups has been coming out, I would say like 2 out of the 3 readings I've done. Or maybe all of them, I don't know. But this is emotional control. You are tapped in. You are connected with your higher self, with your emotions. You're controlling them. You know what you want. You know how you want to feel. You're not allowing anything to come in between that. You're communicating something with someone. There could be a sense of learning or research this weekend. Starting a new project that has to do with details and research and like the apprentice state or level of a process, like just starting something. Maybe whatever it is that you want to do has to do with like something that is educational. So you want to spend your time educating yourself on something this weekend. Just being alone. Yeah, there's a sense of I don't want to be with others, or I don't want to do this thing anymore with other people. Like all of the sudden I have this interest in something and I want to just go down the rabbit hole of it and really like dive into it and research and learn, and you know, like there's this like excitement to do these things and to just be on your own and gain some sort of wisdom. And I don't know, like there's probably a new subject or topic that you're really getting into this weekend and you're excited about it, and that's all you want to do, and you don't want to mess with anybody else. Strength card has been playing a prominent role this weekend as well. This is also Leo energy, the Empress, feeling good, sinking into the pleasures of life, feeling strong, powerful, majestic. Just want to feel pleasure. Ooh, wow. I want to feel like this. This is great personal energy here. This is like the middle of the weekend where you're just like in it. You're in your vibe. You're vibing, you know? And people can tell, and you're attractive, and you are like there's a magnetism about you. You're probably getting a lot of attention if you go anywhere. There's some excitement. There's also like people just as strong as you are, just as fiery as you are, like a group. Also, maybe this group has to do with like, what is this? Like a club or something, like a group of people with common interests, you know, like maybe you're going to like, a convention, or I don't know, like you have a gathering, like some sort of society, or like you go to a cafe and, you know, all of a sudden there's like poets there, or some sort of art gathering, and you're just like, whoa, like I've never known about this. And so like you're all of a sudden just weaved in it and involved in this new thing and this new concept that you weren't expecting. And you meet people who are masters of their craft and experts and eccentric and different from all different, you know, places of life, but equally as strong and authentic, and, you know, just showing up as their fullness. Like different people like that around you, you know. I don't know, it could be like a concert, or let's do this again. There's passion, there's excitement here. You have Leo, you have Aries. What is up with these cards? The Eight of Wands. There's the explosion. The Lovers. There's communication with another. The Tower. There's the Uranus. So that explosion for the fire signs, the Mars-Uranus aspect is probably going to show itself very prominently for the fire signs on Sunday. Okay. So there's something that you've been wanting to say and tell a partner or another person or a group of people. And it's going to come as a shock, or someone is going to do this to you. What is it about? The Moon. Something that you didn't know, something that was kept hidden. Either you were hiding it from someone or someone was hiding it from you. It could just be a feeling, like, you know, you make someone feel a certain way and they need to tell you, or vice versa. But it's like when it comes through, somebody is feeling like, I had no idea. I had no idea that you felt that way, you know. Could be good or bad, but it's just a moment of shock. Like, I had no idea, you know, thank you for telling me. Thank you for letting me know. Hopefully they take it well. It could be about an imbalance between you and others, or you and another, like feeling like you give but you don't receive. or someone is not doing their part. Someone is either doing too little or too much. Yeah, for sure. For sure it has to do with balance and fairness. Something is not fair here. Someone feels guilty about something. There's shame. Whatever it is someone did, they're guilty and it wasn't fair. There's a sense of karma of getting what you deserve, or someone getting what they deserve. Yeah. Someone is asking for, someone's asking for something of you, or you are asking of them. Like a new start, a solution. How can we fix it? Like if you're not asking them, then you are thinking about all of the ways, like, how can I make this better? How can I fix the situation? Or somebody is thinking like that. Yeah. I mean, the end of the weekend is just a shocker for you. So you want to be prepared for that. Just, you know, try your best to stay in your fire, high vibing energy. Stay preoccupied, stay excited and passionate about this new thing that you're getting involved in. But know that something will happen and come through that you were not really expecting. And it could be you that after involving yourself in this thing and learning something new about yourself or whatever, like, you need to express and you need to tell a partner something. Or it could just be a partner coming through and surprising you with this conversation. Alrighty, well, let me know in the comments how it plays out. I'm curious, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for your time and energy listening to the video today. Please like it if you got anything out of the message, and subscribe to the channel if you are interested to see more of my readings. I am going to work on the July zodiac sign readings for every zodiac. So I'm going to start those sometime this weekend into next week, so that way they can be posted before July or by July 1st. So look out for those and subscribe so that way you don't miss them. Otherwise, thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.